We're clear. We're clear.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, put your shoes down.
Watch out.
All right, Shalom. Call Halayumla, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the beloved apostles and elders of Great Millstone, better known as GMS, who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect, the tabernacle of David, beginning with the 144,000 and the rest of the men, women, and children out of the 12 tribes, whom Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will have mercy upon. I'm your brother Mataz Abath, reporter from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Melbourne, Australia. And as you can see, or as you already probably heard, which is breaking news all across the nation of Babylon the Great, aka America, all right, former president of the United States, Donald Trump, all right, according to breaking news, all right, Fox, ABC, CNN, all of the above, all right, was involved in an attempt to assassinate him, all right, or an attempt of assassination. Now, when I first heard of this and saw the footage that you just saw here on the screen, before all the information came out, immediately I thought, okay, here we go, because ultimately this could lead to what we've been waiting for, all right, which could be a civil war where you have now people complaining the Democrats having something to do with this assassination attempt, allegedly. Let me just throw that in there. All right. And this could be the beginning, okay, of what we know to be Jacob's trouble going full throttle. All right. Now, this is just me speaking as a man, because although as this story continues to unravel, all right, as many more witnesses start to come to the forefront to give their testimony as to what happened here, all right, we, all right, being in the truth, we have to understand that we are not to be ignorant of Satan's devices, because we understand that Esau lives on false flag attempts. Now, I believe myself, speaking as a man, and based off the information that I have collected, that this was indeed what they would deem as a false flag event. All right. Now, this is just me speaking as a man. I'm not saying that it is, but I do have reasons to believe that it is indeed a false flag event. So basically, as you saw in the video, all right, he was shot in the ear on the right side, and he described it as the bullet pierced through his skin. Now, prior to this video coming out, there was an ABC live taping where they had a caller call in who was one of the eyewitnesses there. And he said something on one account pertaining to everything seemed to have slowed down, almost like if it was a movie and there were actors, right? Now, one thing I want everybody to remember, this man that you see here on the screen is the exact same man, all right, that got stone cold stunner by Steve Austin at WrestleMania, all right, number one. And he's also a TV show actor, okay? And let's just keep that in the back as we continue to process everything that has taken place today, all right? Donald Trump is indeed a actor, okay? Now, what I wanted to do was I have here, all right, have here pulled up. Let me go to my article. Now, this is from End Time, Salakia, all of these damn ads, all right? This is from End Time Headlines, all right? Now, what I have here, it says here, the article, a Trump supporter claims he saw a man with a rifle hiding on a roof just outside Trump rally and warned the cops just minutes before ex-president was shot. So you see here, here's the map, all right? And then they show you is about 400 feet. Okay. That they say here is about 400 feet. And then there's other claims that says that the alleged shooter was 700 feet. All right. So they're going to throw different numbers out there to you. All right. Remember, the mainstream media is going to let you know what they want you to know. So let's go into this article. Let's have a quick read. I don't want this lesson to be too long, but it says a witness to the assassination attempt on Donald Trump revealed he warned Secret Service agents about a man with a rifle on a nearby roof minutes before they opened fire. The shaken witness, named only as Greg, told the BBC that he saw the suspected gunman climb onto a rooftop outside the event in Butler, Pennsylvania, and was bewildered by the lack of the action from agents. All right. Keep very close as to what he's actually saying. And he goes on to say, and I quote, "I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage?" He said. The next thing you know, 5 shots rang out, end quote. The gunman was shot dead on a rooftop roughly 400 feet from the stage, and the witness said he saw the Secret Service blow his head off. Butler County District Attorney Richard Goldinger said he was told by detectives that the gunman would have required a rifle to make the shot, as it was several hundred yards away from the stage. All right. So like I said, they claim it was 700 yards. Other sources say it was 400 yards. But nevertheless, Trump said he felt the bullet ripping through his skin as he was shot in the ear in chaotic scenes at the rally, before he reassured supporters by pumping his fist at the crowd. The witness described how he saw the Secret Service climb onto the roof after the shooter had been killed, with images from social media appearing to show a man laying lifeless as cops surrounded him. Immediately after the shooting, the Trump supporter told the BBC how he saw the shooter prepare to assassinate the former president, and said rally attendees saw him on the roof for 3 or 4 minutes with no action. Now, this is coming from one of their top witness. All right. Because there's about, they say it was like another 2 or 3 people that actually saw. But he's saying that when he gave the information to the cops, all right, and when he informed the information, that is Salakia, that the cops not only did anything, because apparently they said that the cops couldn't see anything. They was looking, but they couldn't see anything, allegedly. And now he's saying that even when the attendees got a whiff of what was going on, they just stood there for 3 to 4 minutes with no action. They didn't take any precaution. So right away, look, we understand that with things spiraling out of control, all right, in the Levant region, okay, as World War III continues to escalate further and further, and with them now in a position of having the economy to fully collapse, because now Saudi Arabia has fully pulled out of the petrodollar by refusing to renew their deal with America, all right. Now, as Catherine Austin Fitts once said, the elites are trying to not have everything thrown in a basket where people can pick the dots, or they can connect the dots, I should say, right? So now what you need is a series of events or certain chaotic pandemonium type of scenarios, so much so to where you are able to slide under what you want the masses to do. And see, this sets up the perfect stage for all hell to break loose, because really what Esau wants is an all-out civil war to break out, like total pandemonium, man. OK, because we know, pertaining to biblical prophecy, that the next step is for that MOTB, all right, the RFID micro CHIP, to be implemented. OK, because really that's what it's all about. It's about prophecy being fulfilled. So it goes on to say, he said, we noticed a guy crawling, army, bear crawling up the roof of the building 50 feet away from us. So we are standing there pointing at the guy crawling up the roof. He had a rifle. We could clearly see he had a rifle. We are pointed at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We are like, hey, man, there is a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police are like, hey, what? You know, they didn't know what was going on. We are like, we can see him right here on the roof. He's crawling. The next thing you know, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2 to 3 minutes. The Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof. So, you know, as you can see, it seems a bit awkward that here it is. You have, you know, people that are 50 feet away from that rooftop. Literally, this one eyewitness is saying that, hey, this is what's going on. We see the guy, and they pretty much didn't act on it and until he said he heard 5 shots go off. Then they reacted. So look, man, we know that something is about to go down. OK, something is about to go down. So let's get a scripture. Let's come back over here. All right, because we understand. All right, that everything really ain't what it seems to be. Now, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. All right, basic precept. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. And when you go into that word devices in the Greek real quick. OK.
Strong's G 3540. Naima.
OK. Strong's definition says a perception, i.e. purpose, or by implication, the intellect, disposition itself, device, mind, and thought. OK. As the scripture says, they seek deep to hide their counsel, man. OK. But see, you can't hide your counsel. All right. From Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. OK. Because your counsel shall come to naught, as the scripture says. But the counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that shall stand, man. OK. And this is why we have to be on our watch. All right. So let's go from there. This is Luke chapter 8 and verse 17. All right. Because, see, although Esau meets up in as the scripture says, you know, they hold secret councils together, this, that, and the third. Well, this is Luke chapter 8 and verse 17. It says, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, and neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. Why? Because we're in the time, all right, of things being revealed, as the scripture says. All right, let's get the book of real quick. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, real quick. All right. And let's see here. We'll start at verse 7. Straight to the point. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, and only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. That starts with us to service the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right. Speaking of Yahushai Hamashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. So we're in that time where this devil, Esau, Edom, the Cajuns of call, beginning with the top banking elite families. All right. They're being exposed, man. They're running the same playbook. All right. So much so till now is getting played out because we can see right through the bullshit. And when I say we, I'm talking about us, the servants, the prophets, beginning with our beloved apostles and elders on down. OK. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has given, all right, a few men whom he set up here on the planet Earth to keep watch over his sheep. All right, to warn them, man. And this is what we're supposed to do. We're standing upon our watch and telling you what's about to go down. All right. Now, yes, we may speculate here and there, which is why I stated earlier that, look, this could potentially be the start of something that can spiral out of control, because now you have people, all right, from both the left wing and the right wing. They are coming up against each other. All right. You have the Republicans saying that the Democrats set this up. All right. And this could be the eye opener to lead everything to what they want to lead, which is a full blown out pandemonium, which could lead into civil unrest. All right. This could be the thing to set it off, man. Verse 9, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. OK, going into his AI technology, pseudoscience. Right. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, but because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. All right. And that's why our people, 2/3 mainly, they're not going to get this. All right. They're going to fall in there. Oh, man, see, they trying to kill Trump, man. We got to do something, man. We got to stand up. All right. We got to make America great again, man. We got to really vote. Come on, y'all. We got to vote. That's all 2/3 of our people really going to do, because they think this place ain't never going to go down, man. All right. So it is what it is. Let's get Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. All right. Because see, the Lord is making you bear, Esau. You're not going to get away, man. Inquisition is being made against you up in the heavens. All right. It says here, Jeremiah 49 and 10, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. See, the thing you fucked up on is you should have never allowed for this internet, all right, to get to where it is today. Because I believe it was, let's pull up a new tab here. It was Nick Rockefeller. Let's see here, Nick Rockefeller. Let me see if they bring it up. Okay, Salakia, not Nick, but it was Jay Rockefeller. Let me see if I can play this.
Tomorrow, a full committee hearing on cybersecurity. And this comes within our purview on this committee. And not trying to be dramatic about it, when the internet was invented, everybody fell flat in their face. They were so thrilled. And the world began to do business in a different way. Now, both the President Bush's Director of National Intelligence, Mike McConnell, who I greatly respect, and President Obama's Director of National Intelligence, Admiral Blair, who I greatly respect, have labeled cybersecurity perpetrated through the internet as the #1 national hazard of attack on the homeland in West Virginia, in West Virginia, America, or anywhere else. So, it really almost makes you ask the question, would it have been better if we'd never invented the internet and had to use paper and pencil or whatever? And that's a stupid thing to say, but it has genuine consequence, because it's on the internet that these acts of shutting down, they have the television saying that, ads every day saying that the Department of Defense is attacked 3 million times a day, and it's true. Everybody is attacked. Anybody can do it. People say, well, it's China and Russia, but there could be, some kid in Latvia doing the same thing. It's an individual act. It doesn't require a sleeper cell. It doesn't require any, ammonia or explosives. It's just an act. And yet it's an act which can shut this country down. Shut down its electricity system, its banking system, shut down really anything that we have to offer. It is an awesome problem. On the Intelligence Committee, we were taken for a full day to discuss, to a undisclosed place in Virginia to discuss this. It is a fearsome, awesome problem, to speak. Obviously it's broader than that too. I wonder where this stands with you, what your thoughts are, and what you think we ought to be doing about it.
Senator.
You see? So, yeah, that was Jay Rockefeller in Salakia. I said Nick Rockefeller. So it was actually Jay Rockefeller. All right. And I don't remember what year this was back. Could have been either early 2000s, late 90s. But nevertheless, they said it back then. All right. Now, don't get it twisted. All right. Because the scripture says, all right, let's get this here. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. All right. Because Esau, as the scripture says, he'll speak smooth things. All right. Let's go there real quick. All right. But war is in his heart. Let's get that in Psalms chapter 55. Okay, real quick. And verse 21. And it reads, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. All right. That's why you have the left wing, the right wing, when you speak about like different political parties, Democrat, Republican. All right. Two horns that spoke like a lamb. All right. Or spoke like a dragon, as the scripture says. All right. But nevertheless, these politicians, all right, they speak fair words. They speak smooth words. Right. But war was in his heart. All right. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, because at the end of the day, this devil is trying to do away with the whole seed of Israel. OK, if he had it his way, he'll kill off the whole seed of Israel, man. And Jake, you have to remember, this is Esau wants the birthright back, man. OK, do not take your eyes off prophecy. OK, remember, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. This devil, OK, is hurt. He's losing control of the narrative. And like I said, with everything that's transpired, Saudi Arabia not renewing the petrodollar. OK, Russia pretty much declared America as an enemy. OK, now these devils, OK, as the scripture says in Obadiah, they are being made despised amongst the heathen. OK, thou art greatly despised. This is Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. And here's the point, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, and thou art greatly despised. Okay, so this man, he has the number one target on his back. And remember, the same spirit that was in Cain, what was Cain called? He was known as a what? Let's go back to Genesis, the 4th chapter. Okay, he was a vagabond on the planet Earth. All right, let's go here. Let's see here. This is Genesis chapter 4 and verse 14. After Cain killed his brother Abel. OK, it says, behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from the face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. All right. And once again, let's pick out these words. All right. You have the word here, fugitive. OK.
Strong's H 5128. Nuah. Nuah.
All right. Strong's definition. It says to waver in a great variety of applications, literally and figuratively, as subjoined, continually, fugitive, make to go up and down, be gone away, be move or movable, be promoted, reel, remove, scatter, set, shake, stiff, stagger, to and fro, be vagabond. OK, to make wander up and down. All right. So pretty self-explanatory. Let's look up the word. All right. In the vagabond.
Strong's H 5110. Nude. Nude.
All right. It says Strong's definition, waver, figuratively to wonder, flee, disappear. Also from shaking the head in sympathy, to console, deplore, or from tossing the head in scorn, taunt, bemoan, flee, get, mourn, make to move. OK. And this devil, he's always on the move, man. He can't sit his ass down nowhere, man. OK. Let's see, outline biblical usage. It says to shake, wear, wonder, move to and fro, flutter, show grief, have compassion on. All right. And, you know, you get the point. All right. Because a quick precept to this. Let's get Isaiah the 20. Let me see here. I think it's the 27th chapter. Yep. Isaiah 27:1. The deliverance of Israel says, in that day, the Lord Yahweh with this sore and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. OK, now this is a parable. This is actually speaking of Esau, Edom, that dragon that's in the sea, the same dragon mentioned in the book of Revelation, chapters 12 and 13. OK, because when you go into this word crooked. All right, let's pick these words out. Okay. You have here, let me see here.
Strong's H, 6129. Akalathon. Akalathon.
Right. Now, outline biblical usage says crooked. All right. Torturous. And let's see here. All right. Draco. All right. So torturous, epith of the serpent. Let's go back here real quick. It might have been the other one. So Salakia, bear with me. All right, let's look up the word piercing.
Strong's H, 1281. Bariach. Bariach.
And this is the one. Now, Strong's definition says, shortened from Strong's H 1272, a fugitive. Okay. Esau, Edom. All right. Because the same spirit that was in Cain was in the Edomites today. It's the same spirit, man. And this is why this devil. All right. When you go to Psalms 49. All right. Just to make a quick point. OK, Psalms chapter 49:11. It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. All right. Because since he came into power, he didn't raped, robbed. All right. Pilgrimage, all of these nations and lands. All right. And the lands that he took over, he took after the names. OK, calling himself after every other name under the sun other than his true biblical nationality, which is Esau, Edom. That's who you are. OK, so this devil. All right. He's trying to get away. All right. But see that magnifying glass, that scope is directly on your ass, boy. It's on your ass, Esau. And this time you're not going to get away with, man. You're going to have to drink that cup, man. It's coming. All right. It's coming. All right. Revelation 12:12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants on the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And once again, like I said, and I'm just speculating as a man, this could be the start of something very big, man. All right. Because this could potentially lead to civil war, man. Because there's a lot of videos that recently just come out today. All right. People thinking that the Democrats has something to do with his assassination attempt. All right. So all we can really do is just sit back and watch and see how this plays out over time. All right. And, you know, you never know, man. So now here, let's read this real quick. We'll close out. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. It says, the burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. All right. And this Egypt here is speaking of Babylon the Great, which is America. All right. And you can precept that to Revelation chapter 11. And I believe the 8th verse. All right. Where it talks about spiritual Egypt and Sodom. All right. And that swift cloud goes into that chariot. All right. You can precept that to Zechariah chapter 5. OK. When he asked the prophet Zechariah, what dost thou see? I see a flying robe. All right. And the scriptures talk about that flying robe being a chariot, which you call today a UFO or UAP. All right. Which let's quickly go there real quick and then we'll come back. Zechariah 5, this flying robe. All right. It shall enter into the house of the thief. OK, let's get that here. Zechariah 5:4 says, I will bring it forth. All right. This flying robe, this chariot, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. And who is the house of the thief? America. OK, America is the house of the thief because he has all of the children of the Lord, man. All right. The bulk of the 12 tribes are in the Americas, man. It says, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. All right. And, you know, Esau's system is set up, especially their judicial system. You go to court, they get you to swear on the Bible. All right. That's just one aspect of it. All right. But they be lying their ass off, man. They neither do the things they say. That's why the scripture says in Psalms, the 50th chapter, and the 16th verse. All right. Who is thou to takest thy words in my mouth? Roughly paraphrasing. All right. It says, and it shall remain in the midst of his house and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof, man. All right. So you in trouble, Esau. All right. Let's back at it here in Isaiah 19. We left off at verse 1. All right. So, you know, the Lord is going to destroy all the idols, all right, that Babylon the Great America worships, man. OK, the enchantments, the witchcraft, all of that's going to be done away with. OK, verse 2 is the point. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right. So it's going to be an all out race war, man. OK, American against American, man. OK, white against black, Republican against Democrat, left wing versus right wing. It says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. And this could be the potential start of that, man, because this got a lot of people rowdied up, man. You know, but like I said, we'll see how this plays out. And I'm just speaking as a man, you know, but it says here, in the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, which we see that happening now, man. That's why the scripture says in Jeremiah, the 49th chapter, the 10th verse, all right, or really the 7th verse you can start at, is there no more wisdom in Teman? You see, it says, and they shall seek to idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. Because let's get Isaiah real quick, the 47th chapter. OK. And right around verse 12, it says, stand now. This is dealing with Babylon. OK. Lament for Babylon, the virgin daughter of Babylon. All right. Isaiah 47:12. It says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. And if so be, thou shalt be able to profit. And if so be, thou mayest prevail. And thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. You see that? These motherfuckers is always beating up in the dark. All right. And always trying to come up with some shit to try to bring the nation of Israel down, man. They always plotting and scheming, man. But the Lord is on your ass, Esau. It says, let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. All right. Because ultimately, when you go back to the 19th chapter, watch this, verse 4, because this is the time that we're in. It says, in the Egyptians, all right, the Babylonians, aka Americans, will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, Yahweh of hosts. All right. So we don't know because, you know, if Trump makes it in office, if the election happens to go through this November, all right. Remember, this man got on national TV and said that he's going to bring the guillotines back. OK, he spoke about interment camps. All right. Concentration camps. So we don't know, man. OK. And, you know, this cruel Lord represents that dictator. OK, that's going to come into office, man. OK, and they're going to pass those draconian measures, man. OK. Those unrighteous decrees pursuant to Isaiah, the 10th chapter. All right. So we have to stay, you know, we'll get that in 1 Peter real quick. 1 Peter 5:8. All right. Be sober and stay vigilant. All right. 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right. And so we got to stay upon our watch because, you know, anything can pop off, man. OK, anything can pop off, man. And it's coming down to the wire. So I pray that, you know, this was edifying. Lord's will. You got a lot out of it. And we just have to see how this all plays out. So with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor be to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kodash. And double honors once again to the beloved apostles and elders of Great Millstone, better known as GMS, who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect, the tabernacle of David. I'm your brother Matazaba, and I pray that this lesson was edifying. So on to the next. Shalom.